All right. We are about to confront another trial. Forget which one we faced down here last time. That might have been the one where we had to choose whether to sacrifice ourselves, or I think it was Minsk. Or maybe that was this one over here. I don't remember. I doubt it'll be the... I think that we had to actually leave into a separate room for that one. First, I believe we have some new stuff for Sespinar, though.
Sespinar gladly serves a great
Thank you,
one.
Sespinar.
Ooh.
Holy Avenger Sword, huh?
Holy
Nice.
Avenger Sword, huh?
No. No, thank you.
Okay. Ooh.
It's just that
Courage forging is such nice
I don't
work.
have
Marvelous.
our Pally with us anymore since he was
Marvelous.
super anti-Viconia. And Cerebok seemed like fun. You have Scimitar, Spectral Brand. He is old recipe. Add Skull of the Lich and 5,000 gold and it is so much better. You want? Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay. Stands back then. Never used this recipe
I was on the lookout for
before.
that skull for this
Could
purpose.
be messy.
I should really do befores and afters, but oh well.
Now Sespinar goes back to his duties. Oh, yes! Lots of goodies to find. Lots to collect.
Negative plane protection. The Spectral Brand +5, drawing on the necromancy of the Skull of the Lich. Spectral Brand is now an instrument of unholy death that should never have been unleashed upon the realms. Yeah, negative plane protection is, I think that would protect you from things like level drain, which would be really nice. Armor piercing strike once per day. Special +10 Thaco bonus for 3 rounds. That's actually quite nice, I think. Summon Spectral Blade once per day. This dancing sword fights on behalf of the one who wields Spectral Brand for 4 rounds, attacking once per round and doing 1d8 plus 3 slashing damage with each hit. Doesn't say whether it's a what rank of weapon it counts as, but since it's +3, I'd presume it's a +3. And then it's a +5 weapon with 1 plus a 1d6 cold damage. All in all, I think that's actually a pretty nice weapon, especially with that nice chargeability there. Not sure if it's better for anyone I have, though. I mean, the Phobane is really nice. I forget exactly what Larlock's Minor Drain does, but I should double check that. That's right. It basically every time he successfully hits someone, he gets an extra 4 hit points, and they lose an extra 4 hit points. That's especially combined with it's being super effective against demons, devils, shapeshifters, and the like. That's pretty nice. What I could do maybe is sacrifice the Frost Reaver and replace that with the Spectral. Slightly less damage range, but actually, are you Minsk? What were your proficiencies? Oh, hey, his racial enemies, vampires. I didn't think I knew that. All right, he's not good with the he's not proficient with the scimitars. So if we get more of them, I should perhaps choose that for him. But for now, we have Phobane as his, and his bow as his primaries anyways. No wonder, though, he's always, it's only really effective against more of the mob enemies. It is about time for him to upgrade his bow. Yeah, I mean, with hers, she can hit them. Do we have +5 arrows? We might.
Ooh, good string it is.
Yeah, this is the
string
one
when
that'll
you tie shoelaces together, but better.
that will probably replace his bow. Use bowstring of Gond. If you has Darkfire bow, maybe, or Taralash, I has the recipes for both, I do. Oh, yes. Finds one and go make shiny, okay? Okay, I don't have the bows that those can, that bowstring can enhance yet. It's actually almost surprising that I don't have them yet.
Oh, it's only a cloak. Nasty pattern, that.
Oh, I finally have the, that's right. I can finally make the Cloak of Protection +2. Or enhance the Cloak of Protection +2.
Okay.
This is the most expensive one yet by far, though.
Never used this recipe before. Could be messy.
It was the Spirit's Shield +2. I guess that was just the name of the Cloak of Protection.
Enjoy. Now Sespinar goes
Thank
back
you,
to his
Sespinar.
duties. Oh, yes.
Improved Cloak of Protection
Lots of
+2.
goodies to find. Lots to
And
collect.
now can just basically cast improved invisibility and improved haste once per day. I think the armor class and saving throw are the same, though. Looks like Aerie was using it before. I suppose it's basically an extra spell slot for her.
I don't see anything else I can make. So
Alright,
much for that.
I don't have anything
Oh,
else at the
well.
moment.
I'm waiting.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya and all that. Sespinar, go on now. I want to nap me.
Oh, Sespinar really is quite the character, isn't he? Alright, what are we gonna deal with in here? Ourself, maybe? No, we've already done that. Well, I think it's always been ourself, actually. Just different aspects of ourself. Yeah. I am a part of you that once lingered behind every corner within your soul, Artorias. But now I grow weaker with each passing day. You have cast me aside. Huh, I wonder what part of me. I was formed in Candlekeep in your youth, unaware of your heritage, unaware of the base evil that lurked in your soul. Hey, just because my dad's a dick doesn't mean I'm evil. 'Twas I that kept you safe, that knew your limitations, that advised you caution. I am your doubt, Artorias. Oh. I guess I cast aside my doubt, yeah? I need not be lost forever. You need not drive me from your heart. Your struggle against the taint of our father has eroded me, but I am not gone yet. You can still reclaim me. Putting aside why I would want such a thing as doubt, how is such a thing even possible? This plane is an extension of yourself, as am I. I'm yet a voice within you, and I needed to address you, just as you needed to address me. What you decide here has power, though not all decisions are conscious ones. Were you to decide to restore me, it would be so. Once you were innocent of power, of murder, of all things dark and tainted. With but a word, all could be restored. You could again be the boy you were in Candlekeep. So you're saying you want me to move backwards, to live in the past, to act ignorant, with ignorance? And what would become of all the knowledge I've gained? What of the good things? Gone. They must be sacrificed so that the clock may be turned back, so that I may be reclaimed. Do you not understand? No, I don't. Why is my doubt so important? without limitations to act as the walls of your world. You are adrift in the void. You stumble about, blind. You grasp beyond your reach. Doubt defines limitation. I mean, doubt can be good in some situations. I don't feel like I should let it govern my life. You who are of a divine heritage have an even greater need of me. Without doubt, how far will your power grow? When will the lust for it end? What shall be destroyed in your wake? What shall you become? I don't feel like we've been driven by our lust for power just yet. We've mostly just been driven by our desire to not be destroyed by people who want us destroyed. Doubt is the wall that holds back the taint that you struggle to master. Without me, it would overwhelm you. Without me, you threaten everything, including yourself. Do you understand now? I believe so. Then let us return to a time when I could keep you safe. Reclaim me. Cast off your tribulations, and let us both be born anew. I mean, yeah, there may be merit in knowing my limitations, but I cannot sacrifice all I have learned. I am needed. Is the answer I'm leaning towards at the moment. Return to the powerless weakling I once was. Never. No. There's no going back to what has already passed. What you offer is no answer. Actually, I like that one better. What you would describe as ignorance. I seek to master myself, not surrender. I like that one also. I think I like 3 and 4 the best. Yeah, what you describe as ignorance. I see. So there is no room for doubt in your heart So there is no room for doubt in the heart of an immortal? Well, I don't know if I'd say that, but I definitely don't think we should give up on all of our experience and growth. Such is as it was meant to be. With all doubt removed, the path to that which is immortal within you lies one step closer. Face it, if you dare. Oh, it's the Slayer. Again. I think we faced the Slayer a few times now. A shadow version of the Slayer, that is. Summoning kobolds to face the Slayer. Let's go with a greater whirlwind here. Should die pretty quickly with that.
Next time.
Wait. Oh, it's immune to the elemental portions of my damage. It's high damage resistance.
Jacques.
You immune to implosion?
I'll help however I can.
And if you are, how about Bigsby's clenched fist?
Yes.
Which I just put on her.
Yep.
And let's give ourselves a haste. I don't think it'll live that long.
Here.
It resisted most of that damage. What's happening to the ground there? Wonder if the Bigsby's hand was cast. I didn't really see it.
That's not right.
Looks like it's about to die though anyways.
That's not not right.
Is it immune to your missile damage, Minsk, or have you been successfully hitting it? He's been critically missing it a lot. Yeah, no, he's been hurting it, though. Oh, nice.
What do you wish?
Just some hit points. Okay. Now we have our... Wait, we already have smite, right? Looks like. Oh, we only allowed the one. Well, regardless, I think it actually makes sense for us to take a hardiness for those situations that are super dangerous.
Harry, Boo has been mulling over a question for you.
Oh?
Never have I seen a hamster concentrate so. He has been so very quiet. I thought perhaps I rolled over on him last night, which caused me great concern.
That would be so tragic. What question has Boo been mulling over for Airy, though?
If Boo wishes to ask me a question, Minsk, then he should feel free to do so.
Aww. But Boo's question is of such a personal nature. Well, the thought of it makes me blush right down to my buttocks. What in the world is Boo wanting to ask? Boo's a dirty little hamster, isn't he? I see. Perhaps Boo should ask me anyway to get it off his chest. We wouldn't want the hamster to bottle up all that anxiety now, would we? Oh my god. You are very insightful. Such bottling could lead to all sorts of unhamster-like explosions. Very true. We don't want any explosions from Boo. Well, Boo wonders why you do not perform all your duties, since you are our witch. What are her duties as his witch? I've been wondering. My duties? I thought you were supposed to protect me. I didn't know there were any duties involved. And what's so personal about this? Well, a Rashomani witch accompanies a ranger on his Dajima and teaches him the lore of herbs, among other things. Well, Minsk and Boo have discovered a need for some of this lore, maybe. Oh. Go on. After frolicking in a bush that we now consider to be of suspicious nature... Did you find, like, poison ivy or something? Both Boo and I have contracted the Kalashite itch in rather private places. A salve would be most joyously anticipated. Both you and Boo. That is unfortunate. I'll do what I can, Minsk. Many thanks, Airy. Soon, maybe, Boo can return his little mind to thoughts of butt-kicking instead of butt-itching. Oh my god. And I, for one, shall be very relieved. You don't need Airy to apply the salve for you, do you? That is fantastic. It's been way too long since we last got, I remember when she accepted to become his witch. I'm glad to see some continuation there.
You know, with all that has been going on, Boo and I are having some trouble keeping our feet on the ground.
What kind of trouble? Well, with all this talk of gods, where Minsk and Boo fit in, swords have little effect on the heavens. I see your point. Your usefulness to me is... That's horrible. Your usefulness to me is decreasing. No. Minsk, nothing can withstand the might of your righteous fury. You are practically the avatar of butt-kicking. I like that one too. Well, I believe that I can stick a thumb in the eye of evil no matter what head it is moored to. Perhaps that is enough. We shall have to see. So I was pressing Control I, because as I understand it, that can force conversations. And I was hoping,
What was it like to die, Sarabak?
Oh.
Seeing as you've been through the experience repeatedly,
Oh, God.
I can't help but wonder if you've developed some perspective on it.
Everyone's being a little, savage there. I was hoping to force the conversation with Sarabak, since the continuation of that conversation. I've been growing a little worried now that I haven't seen any furtheration of it. I wonder if this is actually that.
Do you intend for me to believe that a weakling such as yourself has never needed to be revived by a priest?
Oh.
Bah! I imagine this group has gained a discount at the Temple of Helm for you, dear sister.
And Sarabak with the rebuttal. Not even congratulations. That was a well-crafted comeback there, Sarabak. Yeah, but that's different. That's just some blackness, and it's like, oops, here you go. I don't think I've ever been really, really dead like you have. And that is another great comeback. I like this little rivalry here. Keep prodding me, and that could quickly change. Oh, you don't fool me. I'm an archmage after all. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, everyone. Well, not sure what level of a mage you need to be to qualify as an archmage, actually. I would say you need to be able to cast level 9 spells, though, which I suppose you can cast. You need to be able to learn level 9 spells. I'm an archmage, after all, and you're nothing but bluster. Tell me what I want to know. The knowledge would do you no good now, dear sister, and by the time you need it, it will be too late. Now leave me be. Your constant chirruping have given me a headache. It is giving me a headache. Shall we try another one?
Minsk, why don't you tell me a little about Rashomon? You've talked about it before, but never described it, and I've never heard anyone else mention it at all.
Oh, yes.
This is because Rashomon is a very far ways away. Once Boo kept track for me of the number of steps I have taken since beginning my Dajema, but Boo has since forgotten.
Oh, yeah. I understand, Boo. That would get really tiring counting all those steps constantly for years now. Did I just skip one? No, good. Boo claims that the number is very large. Larger, maybe, than the number of butts that Minsk has deservedly kicked along the way. I don't believe that. Not for a second. I find this hard to believe, even though Boo is usually very reliable in these matters. Yeah, I'm with Minsk on this one. I find it hard believing he hasn't kicked at least 2 butts for every step he's walked. Yes, so Rashomon is very far away, but what sort of place is it? Did you like it? It is a wonderful place with many fields. It could only be better, maybe, if every ranger of the Berserker Lodge had his very own hamster. That would make for a fantastic lodge. Hamsters are adorable. Just think of the implications. What of the witches? You said Dinah here was a witch, right? Yes, she was. She was his witch. Yes, Dinah here was a good Rushmar witch. But I am not so certain that the witches have need of their own hamsters. Why not? You think the, hamsters wouldn't be able to help the... It's because hamsters don't make good spellcasters, only good berserkers. Dinah here never approved of Boo. She used to glare at Boo so. It frightened him sometimes. Aw. What did Boo ever do to Dinah here? Oh, never mind, you big galoot. I don't know what it means, but it's an adorable name for him.
I have a question for you, Imoen.
Oh?
You have the taint of Bhaal within you. Does this mean that you will turn into the Slayer as well?
Oh, that's a question I never considered. And I'm glad I'm doing this. I've felt like we've had a lack of these conversations so far, compared to usual. Actually, I wonder if there's a limit to how far forward in those conversations that this can get you.
I certainly hope not. I've been thinking more and more lately about that myself, though.
I suppose it depends on how strong the essence of Bhaal within you is. It must be an awful feeling. I can't imagine how Artorias deals with it. I mostly avoid transforming. Yeah, he's been living with it longer too. Sometimes, when it's quiet, I can hear the taint in my heart whispering to me. It says awful things, and I almost want to scream to shut them out. Aw. Oh, you haven't done anything that it said, have you? No. Well, other than that time I got up in the middle of the night to snatch a bag full of cinnamon cookies, heck no. That's adorable. Oh, good. What? Cinnamon cookies? Oh, come on, Aerie. Lighten up, will ya? I'll tell you what. If I have any desires to murder you in the middle of the night, you'll be the first to know, okay? Oh, God. I suppose she would. I really do. It's not very funny, Imoen. Artorias never makes fun of his condition in that way. I mean, I would. You know, dark humor I absolutely love. Brings levity to situations that are otherwise uncomfortable to deal with. Well, it's been so much easier since I discovered all the Slayer really wants is a sandwich. That's okay, that's Artorias. Aerie's right, Imoen, it's a very serious subject. Yeah. Oh, fine. Everyone seems determined to make fun of me. I'll stand back here, thank you. That is sweet. Oh.
So,
Oh, no, there we go.
Sherlock, if that is your real name, what do you remember of our previous battles?
If that is your real name. Pretty sure that's his real name.
What are you getting at, Ranger? I remember you well enough.
That's actually really nice. That's a high compliment, I think. You remember him firmly planting his foot in your behind? What about Boo nibbling at your ears? I am not completely convinced that you are who you say you are, standing there saying you are. And I am to feel bad that I do not have your validation? No. If my identity is a problem for you, then let my actions speak instead. I hope they don't. Because your actions reminding him of the old Servok would be very bad. I'd have to kill you again. Boo agrees. You are welcome beside us if you effectively apply the boots of goodness. Your deluded comments are unnecessary. Artorias directs my wrath as he sees fit. I do. A fine choice of mentor, but again, you do not seem like a Servok to me. Too much humble, not enough feel my unholy rage. Oh my God, Minsk, I love you. I truly can't imagine not having Minsk in your party. I'm sure there are some people who don't like him.
Servok, may I share a whispered word with you?
Oh, Viconia and Servok.
Yes, Drow, what is it you want?
I miss the customs of my homeland, like the breaking in of new pleasure slaves. The largest and strongest were the hardest to break, but they were the most rewarding. Servok, I find your great size intriguing. Oh my. Is, Viconia interested in quote-unquote breaking in Servok? Were you to break me, Viconia, you might find nothing but the chill emptiness of the grave within. Damn. That does not repulse me, as you might imagine. We drow are ever eager to broaden our experiences. I orchestrated a war to slaughter thousands. I have felt the cold embrace of death. I've witnessed the horrors of the abyss. But you, Viconia, you scare me. Damn. I think that might be a compliment to a drow. Though Viconia is neutral now, but still. Cowards everywhere I turn. If you find your courage, Saravok, seek me out. Kind of wonder if they have a potential romance if you aren't romancing her yourself. Or maybe even if you are romancing her yourself.
I've been watching you a little since you got your soul back from Irenicus.
Yes?
There's something different in you. I can feel it.
Yes, it's called my soul. It's wonderful to have it back. There's something evil growing within you. The part of me that is devoted to Bervin reels from it, even though I know that it has nothing to do with the person you are. That it's separate. Not sure if you're sensing a piece of Irenicus or the ball spawn essence within me. You're basically a good person. Thank you? Obviously, you fight the urges that Baal's taint must put within you. But how long will that continue? Won't the desires in your heart just get worse and worse? I don't know. Maybe. There's going to come a time, according to the prophecy, where the Sword Coast is going to run with blood. And I intend to do everything I can to prevent that. And I hope you will too. We actually just had a conversation about that. With the Solar. You don't know what you're talking about. Of course I don't want anyone to get hurt either. I intend to keep fighting this taint, Aerie. No matter what it takes. I'm glad to hear that, Artorias. I'll pray for you and remain by your side. And hopefully we will see this through to the end. Together. Aw.
Minsk, I want a hamster.
Yes. Yes. Please tell me we go through with this.
But what? Well, an admirable decision, but Boo is not for sale.
Well, you have to... Can't you hook her up with another hamster, though? It doesn't have to be Boo. Not Boo, you goof. My own hamster. You just see how calming he is for you. And as a pet, he seems very easy to maintain. I just thought... Now, you gotta understand, Imoen. Boo is not a pet. He is his partner in combat, the butt-kicking of evil. Oh! Well then, by all means. And yes, very little requirements. Food, shelter, and perhaps the little wheel. Yes, do you have a little hamster wheel, Minsk? I have heard nothing but good things about the little wheel. Okay, he doesn't. Well, I don't want one right away. I doubt I could manage one on the road as well as you. Once this is done, maybe then. Oh my god, I want you to get a hamster, Imoen. That is... It's just unfortunate I won't get to see it. Of course. Boo is special among his kind and quite resilient. Have I mentioned he is a miniature giant space hamster? I'm sure I have. You have. You have indeed mentioned that. Or it's in your bio. Regardless, I know that. Yes, you have. Yes, you have, Minsk. Yes, you have.
I'm curious over something, Imoen. Your sibling saved you from imprisonment and
Yeah.
restored your soul. Yet for all this, you have never shown proper gratitude. Why is that?
What is proper gratitude?
Proper gratitude? I'd hate to think what your idea of proper gratitude would be, Viconia.
Though I am, morbidly curious. Please indulge us, Viconia. You owe Artorias your entire being. You should, at the very least, act as his personal slave. Cater to his every whim. I'm willing to forgo that, Viconia. Artorius is my half-brother, you know. I owe him my life. Let's not take it that far. Your common parent is a god. This hardly counts towards any sort of common genetic bond. Probably fair. And is even less of a reason to shirk what you owe Artorius. I wonder if this means Viconia would have offered to become her, Wait. Nah, I'm forgetting the relationship here. Was it the brother that saved Viconia or the other way around? Regardless, I wonder if the would expect the other to become their personal slave. Artorius and I grew up together. I love him just as I loved Gorion. Artorius might feel differently, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Come what may, no matter how bad things get or whatever he does, I'll stick by his side. I would die for him, Viconia. I would give up the soul that he saved for him. Damn, Imoen. That touches me. Also, I wonder if that means she is one of the few characters that would stick with you no matter how evil you become. Well, that would be a start. What about you, Viconia? How many times has Artorius saved your life? Would you do the same for him? Would you put your life on the line? I actually think she might. I would. I love him. And you know this weakness of mine exists. Perhaps it is good that we have something in common, no? But enough of your mealing. Let us be off. It's a nice little moment for Viconia. I'm glad that it acknowledged this fact, the fact that you're in a relationship like that. And that she's past the point where she admits that.
What is this I see? A wingless bird.
A wingless bird?
How fitting that you should flop along with this group. Eager
Oh.
to prove your worth.
Oh. Airy. Oh. That's just mean, Saravok.
I have already proven my worth. To everyone as well as myself.
That she has. Brave words. But I think you mouth platitudes you can't even understand. It doesn't matter what you think. I am no frightened elf within the circus anymore. I've learned enough so that evil like yours makes me only feel pity. Pity, is it? You should feel fear instead, girl. Were Artorius not your companion and protector, you'd be nothing before me. There's perhaps some truth to that. He would not consider her anything more than someone to cut down in his way, I would suppose. Though Ares not weak, she could implode your head. Think what you like. It is you who are nothing before my god and before my faith. Beervin and Erdri Fenya would both sweep you as if you were dust before them. Bah! They come at your beck and call to protect your miserable life, do they? I mean, they offer her spells. They protect me, but seeing as even Artorius was once enough to defeat you, and that was a long time ago, you shouldn't go asking for more than you can handle. I mean, I don't know how I appreciate you saying that even Artorius was enough to defeat you. But, yeah. Keep thinking that, girl. You haven't a clue what true evil is.
I've been having some nightmares. Really strange ones. Like sailing on rivers of blood.
Damn.
So real. You used to dream a lot. Right before Gorion died. Was it like that?
I don't really know. Don't worry, Imoen. It'll be okay. I don't know how much longer I can go on like this. The images, they keep coming to my mind when I sleep, no matter how hard I try to block them out. And the whispering is driving me mad. I actually kind of wonder if Imoen in on an evil run can be converted to evil, especially with these kinds of thoughts. If you encourage her to embrace it. And I've started to develop powers that reach down into the taint within me and nothing to do with my magic. And have nothing to do with my magic. What sort of powers? Minor spells, like what you developed after you left Candlekeep. Healing, curing poison. Is that what that was? I had always noticed those, but I was never really sure. I just didn't bother questioning it. Things like that. But that means I'm following the same path as you. I mean, has my path been that bad so far? That means that things could get worse. It means that I could become the Slayer. I mean, the Slayer isn't that bad. No. Kind of is. Everything will be all right, Imoen. I hope you're right. The more I discover about this taint, the more I don't want it. I don't know how you ever dealt with it. Yeah.
So, I get remain at your side.
Yeah.
I am surprised. But from your constant wary glances, it
Is
seems
this the
that
one
you
I've been
do not
waiting for?
trust my presence yet.
Are you surprised by that? You have grown in power, so I do not expect you to fear me as you once may have. But I do expect the lack of trust. The suspicion that I might betray you. If I were you, I would feel so. It eats away at me, then, as to why you would agree to take me with you and not force some form of compliance from me through an oath. I told you that oaths had real power in our father's realm. Well, I would never... Is this the conversation I was waiting for? I think it might be. It sounds like it. I would never believe anything you say anyway, so what would be the point? The fact that it eats away at you is enough for me. That's kind of mean. I take you with me because you may be of use, but I don't need an oath of servitude. You're here on your own recognizance. Screw it up and you can always die again. I don't believe in enslaving the wills of others. Your destiny is your own business. I think that's probably the best towards getting him to change. So you allow me to make my own destiny by your side, trusting I will not betray you? Why? Your vengeance aside, why would I not do so if I thought I could gain advantage? You probably will. You're of use to me, but I'm willing to take the risk. My vengeance will have to be enough. No. You paid for what you did. You're a new man, free to make new mistakes if you wish. Or number 5. You might, but everyone gets a second chance, Sarok. Even you. I think, 4 or 5. They probably both are acceptable. Everyone gets second chances, even you. An interesting view, Artorias. Perhaps it shall be your downfall. I shall have to think on it. I think that's probably the one I've been waiting for. But I would like to continue these if there are any more. They've been very fun, and they haven't been popping up on their own. CD whore. Kirsch. Door.
I've,
There we go.
been developing some more abilities. Ball abilities. Like your own. I don't mean to, they just come. Although I don't think they're very strong.
What kind of abilities? You already mentioned this, didn't you? What kind of abilities? Just some minor spell-like powers. Although they're nothing I could do normally. They aren't things you could do normally? Or they are things you could do normally. Although they're nothing I could do normally with my own magic. I think they're spells only priests could cast, usually. Oh, I should check her side thing after this. Plus, I've been going through some physical changes as well. I notice I'm getting stronger and faster, for instance, but they aren't natural changes. Could you increase your, and I don't want this to sound rude, your intelligence just a bit? I want you to be able to learn time stop. But these aren't good things, but these are good things, aren't they? I suppose, maybe. But they come with such bad dreams, and I have these thoughts all the time. They cloud my mind and make me angry. I don't like it. It's not me. I guess I shouldn't whine so much, though. You've gone through all this and worse. I'll try to keep up with you, okay? With luck, this will be over soon anyway. Aw.
What do you want?
Oh yeah, she does have some. Warlock's Minor Drain, Slow Poison, Draw Upon Holy Might. Actually, yeah, these are all new. She used to only have Set Snare. Probably triggered by those, conversations. Now, this Draw Upon Holy Night will actually be really useful for her. I think. Let's actually test it out right now. So 2019-16. 25, 24, 21. Yeah, that is a very useful spell for her. I'm not sure if the dex... I think the bow uses dexterity. And since it's not a composite, I don't think it uses strength at all, but it might. I think that depends on which version of D&D you're in. And I'm not sure about this one. Regardless, the extra constitution is nice, and one of these is useful for her bow. One or both. Very nice.
You know, I've been thinking a little about the last fight we were in.
Yes? With myself or with Sendai? What about it?
I felt something come over me. Viciousness I've never felt before. I just wanted to tear someone's throat out with my bare hands.
God damn. I mean, Sendai probably deserved it, but, when the fight was over, I was disappointed. Angry, even. For a moment, I found myself this close to snarling and jumping on your back. Thank you for not. It was all a bit unsettling. Get used to it. And it's not good. The Slayer may be next. Let's not scare her. Relax. You'll be fine. Yeesh. I don't know. I'm starting to forget what I used to be like. That's almost worse. Oh, but don't mind me. I guess I'll just have to handle it until all this ends. It's not like I'm sprouting 4 extra arms and wailing like a banshee, right? No, don't jinx it.
Ranger, turn your rodent's gaze another direction.
I
will not be scrutinized as though by some ridiculous divining rod.
I mean, if Boo's gazing in your direction, it probably means you're plotting something. Boo has a very strong nose for, evil schemes and plots.
Boo He's an uncanny judge of character.
Exactly.
But you give him trouble.
Oh? You're saying Boo just can't put his nose on things? With his little paws? I shall give him more than that if this continues. I nearly conquered a nation. I will not be judged by a creature that stores nuts in its cheeks. I don't know, do hamsters do that? I'm actually not sure. I know squirrels do that. Food storage aside, Boo controls himself far better than you do. Do you see him ranting about mere glances? Let's look. What? There, you see? No rant. In fact, right now we see him snuffing about for a comfy place to sleep. Admirable restraint. Yes, you could learn a thing or two from Boo, Sarabog. I'm still in hell, aren't I? This is insanity. Oh, welcome to the joys of Minsk, Sarabog. Embrace it. You'll be happier. Ah, finally a calming look across your face. Boo's handiwork, no doubt. Doesn't that feel better? Let's go kill something. Soon. Saravox met his match. In Boo. I love it.
It appears the seeds that our sire sowed long ago are about to come to fruition. For good or ill, the issue will be finally resolved very soon.
Oh? So, what about it? It isn't exactly how you thought it would happen, right? Or this isn't exact... Oh yeah, that's true. I once thought that I was the one spoken of by Alondo's prophecy. That is true. You may be the one as well, although that is yet to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. Fair? Though the Solar definitely thinks so. Still, once this is all over, my use to you will be at an end. I have no oath to continue service, so my question is thus. What will you do with me then? I mean, you'll be free to go as you wish. Yeah, you'll be free to go. You would allow me to leave. We would just part ways, and I would be free to carry out whatever plans I wish, no matter what they might be. I mean, if that's what you want, it's not my decision. Your destiny is your own to forge, Sarabok. Make the same mistakes if you must. Yeah. Your destiny is your own to forge, Sarabok. And do you believe I have another choice? And do you believe I have another choice? Another choice than being evil? Always. Yeah. It all depends on whether you want to end up in the same place, Sarabok. You always have another choice. I will not stop you. Another choice than being evil? Always. I see. I will think on your words then, brother. Oh damn, that was another one. I think. Now I'm kind of curious if we can get to the very end of his chain.
The end draws closer. We both know this to be true.
Oh yeah.
Listen to a proposition then that I have given much thought to as of late.
Sure. Go ahead and tell me. I expect no greatness from myself, Artorias. You should know this. The plans I once had to become the new Lord of Murder died with the loss of my taint. Yeah? Your own plans, however, are mostly unknown to me. Your nature is not as self-serving as my own, generally speaking. A little self-serving, but sure, definitely not as much as your own. I wouldn't topple a nation just for myself. So it is difficult to gauge how welcome my overtures will be. You may have decided to undertake my old goal and seek to become the new Lord of Murder, if such a thing is indeed possible. I'd rather not be the Lord of Murder, but I'm not opposed to becoming a god. Or you may seek to rid yourself of our sire's taint forever. This is what my proposition relates to, Artorias. I urge you to seek the path of power. Take the reins that are meant for you and assume your birthright. After all you've been through, it is the only reasonable path, and I beg you, allow Servok to stand at your side, brother and brother in arms together. Imagine it, Artorias. Together we could advance across the realms, an unstoppable force with an army at your command. You would be the ultimate terror, and I would be your iron right hand to rule over all. An interesting proposition. I have no doubts that it would be possible. But, I might be interested in assuming my birthright, but it doesn't involve you. No, I have other plans, Servok. Forget it. But why, Artorias? Why would you not take that which will be offered to you? Power, wealth, rule over lesser men. It is all within your reach. No matter what power I achieve, Servok, I do not seek to rule over others. Let's see, just because I take our father's birthright does not mean I will become evil. That one's also true. None of that is important to me, Servok. It doesn't matter what happens to me. You won't be involved. No, I don't like that one. Give it up. You are a fool, Servok. Have you learned nothing? Just because I take our father's birthright does not mean I will become evil. I don't understand. What is the use of power if you do not carve out an empire for yourself? Well, you can't take an empire with you when you die. You should know that. True, but that doesn't answer the question. There's much good that can be done with that power. That is more important. Very true. Doesn't have to be, don't know, but it doesn't have to be for self-serving evil purposes. With that power comes great responsibility. I might have to choose that. I might have to. I think that number 2 is probably the better choice. But it's too great. With great power comes great responsibility. There are better things than power. Don't be a fool. Yeah, no. With Servok, with great power comes great responsibility. After all you've been through, with the taint in your soul, you still believe this? I do. Who knows? How'd you going, though, didn't I? No, perhaps we shall see what occurs. I do. I see. I believe your words may have merit, Artorias. My own methods did not end well, and I have no desire to return to the Abyss when I perish next. Understandable. The Abyss is I mean, out of all the 3 realms of that evil people can go, the Abyss is definitely the worst of them, I think. Perhaps it is time to rethink my views. I shall have to think on your words most carefully. Oh yeah, look at that. Way to go, Servok. I'm proud of you, buddy. I'm actually happy for him, truly. He was a bit of a dick, but I mean, considering his growing up circumstances, it's at least understandable how he ended up that way. I'm glad he got a second chance.
It's probably best left to me.
But now, it's time for us to move on and take out the other one that was after us. I forget their name. I'm meeting with Balthazar. Well, whatever their name was, the other one who's been coming after us. Part of that overall group. And after that, it looks like we'll have at least, that'll probably unlock this one. And they'll have one more thing to do That'll probably unlock this one. And I don't know if that'll put us into the end game or something else, but we shall see.